you mentioned the impact on time savings for the user experience. That is like a tremendous like productivity and customer experience benefit. What are some other like business outcomes that you've been able to realize through your implementation of these technologies?
First, I would like to highlight the first business impact is user experience, where right now when my customer comes to Workday and they try to open a case for us, we want that to be much faster.
Yeah.
And second one is definitely security. We want to only expose the data that is only necessary for the users to view, and that whole transaction or multiple transactions that are running, they should be running on the users, what they should be able to see and what they're able to do. So with the user context, that also comes into play. That is helping to make it secure. That is a business driven functionality. And the third one is definitely our onboarding process. Our current implementation of this add-on helped us moving our onboarding process from hour to a minute. That is a business benefit that we also achieved.
Business benefit, customer satisfaction, and the way you talk about security is a lot in the same way that we at Salesforce talk about trust with our customers. So I love that we have that shared in common. Workday and Heroku have been partners for a long time, and you're also like a great partner of the Salesforce ecosystem. Tell me a little bit about all the different solutions that you're using from the company.
As you know, Workday and Salesforce go long back, and we are trying to adapt to all the changes and the things that are coming in. Heroku we also have been using for some time now, but with the new changes coming in with Heroku, we try to keep us up to date, and that's how we try to explore new things that is coming in Heroku and use that and adapt to those. The recent one we're using is mainly our CPQ engine, which is like offloading some of the work from Salesforce to Heroku and using that process to run those Salesforce processes externally and get those answers back to Salesforce and have the UI shows those results.
Tell me a little bit more about CPQ. Like, you brought CPQ into the organization to support a business use case, right? A workflow for your employees. And what was the solution you were designing and the challenges you faced that made you bring Heroku together with CPQ?
We started with CPQ engine, but we explored more areas that Heroku we can leverage and use. One of the main use cases that we wanted to solve as a problem we face is the customizations that we have, and mainly the case management area. And case management, the user experience of the case creation and the flow of onboarding our customers.
How did you use Heroku and Service Cloud together to kind of solve these challenges you were facing?
From the key business drivers and the capabilities that we were looking at, the great thing about the eventing is we enable now how we can do an event-driven architecture with Heroku. Earlier we used to depend on external systems to do that eventing for us. With this app link feature, we are natively can do eventing through Heroku, and all the user context as well as the security is intact. So that was the winning factor for us to try it out, and we got really good success out of it.
Yeah, so you want to make sure you're preserving the performance of what's happening in platform, offload the things that might be better served in an elastic environment, but then still bringing that into one experience that's presented to the user. It's one of those things where it kind of doesn't matter what's happening behind the scenes, as long as I can finish my transaction.
Yes, absolutely. And the other thing I want to also call out is with the triggers that we have, and as you know, the older the system is, the more and more the triggers are becoming much heavier. That is how the nature of how Salesforce ecosystem works, and we have to keep on adding new customization on top of it. But at some point in time, you face some, we have governor limits, and there are, how can we overcome those? And with those challenges also, Heroku helped us offloading some of those synchronous processes to a near real time, which are less business critical.
Thank you so much for joining me, Rishi, and for sharing some of the thoughts on how you guys have been working with us. Thank you for the partnership, and looking forward to many more years of working together.
I would like to thank you too for the Heroku team for doing all the support for this program and helping us to implement this in a way that benefit Workday in the long run. Thank you.